again. My name is Gabe Zollner. Western Center for Journalism posted one of my videos, and a gentleman, one of their viewers, he commented and he expanded on a different kind of topic. And what he did was he said that when he was cruising around on the web, he came across some interesting information as it pertains to that infamous video. You know, the one that the Obama administration bent their backs over backwards trying to convince us was the reason that the slaughter took place in Benghazi, Libya on the evening of 9/11. Well, according to what he was able to determine, there was a company, or there is a company called Stanley Incorporated. They're a major government military contractor. And according to what he had found out, that there was an IT contractor that I believe he felt worked for Stanley Inc. that sent the video, you know, the famous video, the one that the administration spent, what, a solid 2 weeks trying to convince us was the reason that what took place in Benghazi took place in Benghazi. Well, what's interesting is that video was sent out on a hyperlink out of Alexandria, Virginia on the evening of 9/11. Now, if any of you have looked at any of my previous videos on Benghazi, I keep making reference, and the terms that I use is the pieces of the puzzle. If they all fit together, well, you have your answer. And I think this could be the final piece of the puzzle. And when I'm making reference to this, I'm referring to the timeline. If the Congress gets their act together, and if they investigate Benghazi like they keep threatening that they'll do, but no one ever does anything. Lindsey Graham has said numerous times that he wants to form a committee, but there is no committee. I mean, they've got all kinds of committees on different events, but not on Benghazi. But if it can be proven that the hyperlink was in fact sent by an IT contractor out of Alexandria, Virginia on the evening of 9/11, the critical component would be at what time. And the reason that's important is we know that Obama was made aware of what was taking place in Benghazi at around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we have different reports from different people as to what he did after that. We have the Secretary of Defense, Leon Panetta, saying that they spoke for 30 minutes and then Obama went off and never questioned anything again on the issue. We have other people that under oath said that Obama was in the Situation Room with the Secretary of Defense, Leon Panetta, and with General Dempsey, and they were viewing the events real time. So again, we're in the dark. However, if it can be proven that this video was sent out after 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which I believe it was, then I think we've got the final piece of the puzzle. And I think what happened is that they all panicked. Obama panicked, and I've said this I don't know how many times in previous videos again. Obama panicked when he saw the events unfold. He saw his plan being destroyed. When Woods and Doherty wouldn't obey their stand-down orders, and they went in and tried to defend Christopher Stevens, the ambassador, and the other Americans that were there. Well, they had to come up with a real convincing cover story as to why that took place. And someone in his administration must have tweaked on that video. And then they went ahead, they broadcasted the video to try to make certain that there was some exposure to it. And then they went ahead for the next 2 weeks trying to convince us that that's really why the ambassador and the other Americans were slaughtered. The pieces of the puzzle all fit, and the timeline here is critical. And if Congress does an investigation, and if they can prove that an IT contractor did in fact send out that video on the evening of 9/11 on a hyperlink, the time that that event took place, I think is critical. And if it can be proven if it was after 5 Eastern Standard Time, well, as Perry Mason would say, case closed. What do you think? You might want to contact your local congressional representative and ask them to investigate as to whether or not a hyperlink was in fact sent by an IT contractor from Stanley Inc., and if so, what time? And if it's proven that that's what took place, the next thing that has to happen is arrest warrants. What do you think? I told you what I think.